I didn't notice that I had a hot temper until I got with Jeezy. And here's a person who is my equal and I really respect. And when I would spew some of my old habits, and he was like, like, who? That's not flying here. And also, it would trigger him to come back at me with things where I was like, who the f do you think you are? But I was triggering him. But he never told me to fix my temper. I just saw it and I thought, unless I want to stay in this place where I lose this person I love and I stay in my comfort zone of doing what I want to do and function the way I have for the last 40 years when nobody else had to stop me.
Which obviously has done quite well for you.
Right, I could have. But this was something greater that I wanted, and also a great challenge to myself to say, what if, now that I know it exists and the dragon's there, what if I got rid of that? How do I kill that dragon or store it in its place so that it never creates havoc in my life?
So I wanted to bring this up, right? Because obviously, I don't know if you guys have known, but rapper Jeezy, you know, he filed for divorce from his wife, Jeannie Mai. Now, if you don't know the backstory, Jeannie Mai, she was on a TV show called The Real. It was a daytime talk show with her and a couple of other women. And she, in the time of her talk show, she was actually married to a man of 10 years. Okay, he was not a black man. He was a Caucasian man. They were together for 10 years. You know, she seemed to be the one who was kind of like the aggressor in the relationship. When I say aggressor, I mean she was the one who, you know, dictated who was going to do what, who wasn't going to do nothing. You know, nobody couldn't tell her what to do, what not to do. This was not a person who she respected enough to, quote unquote, put her in her place. Okay? Now, the reason why I know that is because on the show, and especially now, there's clips everywhere based off of what's going on. You know, she would speak about him in a kind of a demeaning way, like he was beneath her, like he wasn't necessarily good enough for her. Also, how I know is in this clip, you know, after being married to somebody for 10 years, and she said that nobody had ever checked her for her attitude. Mind you, she was married to this man for 10 years. She just said that she, you know, came across Jeezy, who she sees as an equal. So that means that nobody else can check her or tell her about herself because she doesn't look at them like an equal. Meaning that she didn't look at her husband like an equal. She looked at it like she was above him. Okay. Jeezy, she actually ended up meeting on that same exact show. They got together, you know, they got married. They have a child together. Very, very, very cute baby. Very cute baby. They were married for 2 years and he filed for divorce. When we listen to this clip that I just played, in this clip, you know, this was an interview that she did with one of her friends, and she was talking to this friend about the fact that, you know, she realized that she had to check herself in this relationship because she didn't even realize how disrespectful she was or the fact that she had an attitude problem. She said that she had gone with her unchecked attitude problem because nobody told her, nobody stepped to her, nobody, you know, gave her the knowledge about herself for her to do that introspective work. But I don't believe that she didn't know or nobody told her. I believe that it did not matter to her until she was in a relationship with somebody who forced her to evoke that change. Why did it force her to evoke that change? Because of her love for him, her admiration for him. Maybe she was a fan of his from before, and, you know, the things that he's providing as a man in her life. She was like, oh no, I need to get this together. She literally said in this interview with her friend that she needed to make sure that she tamed the beast and checked it and put it away so that she did not lose this relationship that she so desperately wanted to be in and that she wanted to work. What's ironic to me is her friend is saying, oh, well, you know, you ain't really have to change that because it's been working for you. You know, look at your career, look at your lifestyle, look at the things that you're doing for yourself. As women, we have to understand the things that you accumulate in life, money, degrees, accolades, all of that stuff does not matter. Okay? And when I say it does not matter, I mean in your intimate relationship. You can achieve the most amazing things. You can have the most amazing degrees. You can do all of these things. But at the end of the day, if you do not respect your man, all of that stuff does not matter. Because when you want to celebrate your wins, you're going to be celebrating them alone by yourself. Because nobody's going to sit there and clap for you and support you and support inflating your ego when you disrespect them on a daily basis. When you're rude, when you're nasty, when you lash out. And you see the friends who will sit down with you and talk about, well, it's been working for you. You don't got to change for no man. He should change for you. You see, when you're trying to change and evolve and be the best version of yourself, sometimes you got to cut these people off. Because they're going to keep you to how they know you. They're not going to accept the new change. They're not going to accept the fact that, I can't be partying how I used to party. I'm trying to do things differently. I'm married now. I'm serious about this marriage and I want to change. Oh, no, girl, I can't stay up on the phone with you talking about this. Oh, no, I can't talk to my man how you talk to yours. No, girl, I can't do that because my man don't play that. Maybe your man play that. My man don't play that. I got to get it together. Sometimes we got to push these people. I love you, but from over here though. I'm cool. We cool, girl. But I'm over here though. Cause I can't do what you do, and I don't want your energy rubbing off on me. This is a point of transparency where, and I do want to say too, I'm never happy when I see couples who are married and who are trying to get it right. Or a woman who is attempting to get it right when she misses the mark. Because this is a very good situation for a lot of other women to take note of this conversation that she had. Because she literally said, I knew that I needed to change my attitude. Otherwise, that man was going to leave me. So this means that this is a conversation that has been had a long time ago. I need to get it together before he leave me. I need to fix my attitude, fix my tone, fix the way I speak to him, fix whatever it is that I have that I'm doing wrong, because I know that he's going to leave me by myself because he told me that. A lot of people don't understand. You see, when a man files for divorce, that means he's not playing no games. That means that's it. I done told you, I warned you, I'm at the age, I'm not going to deal with nobody foolishness. I'm not going to be going through this with you. I really think that we need to listen to this one more time. Okay? We need to listen to this clip one more time because I need women to let this soak in. Because there's some women right now who are in relationships and they don't even know that they're on the same brink that this woman is in. That this woman was in, I should say, because she's not in the brink no more because it's over. There's some women who are in a space right now that they have no idea that maybe this man won't physically leave you, but maybe emotionally he's gone. Maybe he want to stay there for the kids. Maybe he want to do this, but he has checked out the relationship. Maybe he looks at you with disgust. He does not want to be with you no more. And you are comfortable. He told you, listen, if you disrespect me again, this relationship is going to be over. And you think because he's still in the house that the relationship is not over. It is, though. I want you guys to hear what she said one more time. Then we're going to move on to the next portion.
I didn't notice that I had a hot temper until I got with Jeezy. And here's a person who is my equal and I really respect. And when I would spew some of my old habits, and he was like, who? That's not flying here. And also, it would trigger him to come back at me with things where I was like, who the f do you think you are? But I was triggering him. But he never told me to fix my temper. I just saw it and I thought, unless I want to stay in this place where I lose this person I love and I stay in my comfort zone of doing what I want to do and functioned the way I have for the last 40 years when nobody else had to stop me.
Which obviously has done quite well for you.
Right, I could have. But this was something greater that I wanted. And also a great challenge to myself to say, what if, now that I know it exists and the dragon's there, what if I got rid of that? How do I kill that dragon or store it in its place so that it never creates havoc in my life?
I don't believe he ain't never tell you that. I don't believe, maybe she was telling that to her friend because she already knows that her friend probably gonna say, he told you to fix your temper. Who is he? I think that's how it went. I think they got into an argument. He said, you're not gonna talk to me like that. That's what you're not gonna do. And if you don't change it, I'm gonna change the dynamics of our relationship. You see, a lot of women are trying to come for Jeezy, and you're going to see in the second portion of this video, there's a lot of women who are throwing pity and sorrow and stuff like that. But you see, a man who is, older in age, maybe in his 40s, and he decides, he has never been married before. Let's take note. And he decides that he is going to embark on this marriage journey with you. You need to make sure that he is not going to regret that decision and run back out there to the streets. I have to be honest. Because you see, when a man is committed to you and he is a man who maybe have been out here, he has been fine being a bachelor, he's been doing his own thing, and he decides that he is going to put his playaways to the side. He's going to put you first, honor you, marry you, commit to you and only you. That means that there is something that you have done in this dating phase that he says, I waited this whole time, but she's the one. She's agreeable. She gets me. She listens when I speak. She takes heed to the things that I say. She's different from these other women. Based off of her behavior. Oh, she's somebody that I can rock with. And you get into that comfortable state and you start acting the fool like you forgot who he is. And you forgot the esteem that you had for him and you start treating him like Joe Schmo. Girl. Because now you're making him regret this grand gesture that he did for you. This grand decision. Now he's thinking like, man, I made a mistake. She caught me slipping. She tricked me. She bamboozled me. Now I'm dealing with stuff that I wasn't dealing with in the dating phase with her. I feel like she hit me with the switcheroo. Oh no, I can't do this no more. I don't fix this. I'm about to run for the hills. I can't believe she got me like that. I want you guys to hear what this woman said about this situation as well.
The way that she was in that other marriage of like 10 plus years and she just seemed so miserable, ready to get out of it. I feel like that was the situation with Freddie. She didn't feel like her relationship was like safe enough to bring a child into. And now she finally finds a relationship and a love and a marriage that she feels safe enough to bring a child into. And then only 2 years later, the rug gets swept up from under her. The trauma, you guys, I cannot even imagine what is going on in her head right now and in her heart. And another,
I want to say this, right? Instead of showing, we can have compassion for people for sure. And sympathy and empathy for people like, man, as a woman that's hurtful that she's going through this. I'm sorry that she's going through this. She has a young baby. I feel bad that this is the situation of, her life and her relationship. I feel for that woman. I'm going to, think positive thoughts for that woman because she might be emotionally going through something because it's so public. Cool. Nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with a little compassion. Ain't nothing wrong with a little compassion. However, we have to be knowledgeable about the fact that sometimes we have to hold other women accountable. And as a woman, what should be going on in the heart and in the mind is, what did I do to contribute to the demise of my own marriage and of this situation? We have to stop looking to men and blaming them for everything. Because a couple months ago, when he married her, when she left her marriage of 10 years, to a man who was faithful to her, who saw her day in and day out, who did not leave her side. There was no, accusations of him stepping outside the relationship. He was with her and committed with her for 10 years. She decided that it was not good enough for her. She was not happy. He wanted to have a baby. At the time, she said she didn't want to have one. She left that marriage and she got with this man. When she got with him, he was the king on the throne. Everybody everywhere was like, oh, yes, I love this for her. I love it. Oh, he's amazing. He's so sweet. Oh, I love their relationship. He did right by her. Okay. They were together. He proposed. They got married. The same things that these women say that they want. He did it in a timely fashion. They got together, got married, had a child. Now, when the relationship is over, we want to blame him? You don't think somehow, some way that she is obviously to blame if he's the one that filed? You don't think that she might have a portion to be blamed for if she came out and said that, she had an attitude problem with him? I have to say this again. A lot of women need to take note of this situation. A lot of women are married to a man or in a relationship with a man, and they think that they can do whatever, say whatever, treat him in any kind of way, and he just have to deal with it because they believe that he have to stay there. Oh, well, he gonna have to, I'm his wife, so he gonna have to deal with this for the rest of his life. The problem is that there's a difference when if you're in the dating phase and you show him who you are in all aspects of you with no saying like, I'm not going to change. This is who I am. Get with it or get lost. There's a difference between a woman who is showing her best representative. Oh, I'm calm. I'm agreeable. I cook. I clean. I'll rub your back for you. I'll massage your feet. I'm loving. I'm this. I'm that. Then all of a sudden, y'all get married. Or y'all move in together, and then you over here telling him, well, who you talking to? Well, who you think you are? Well, who you? You can't tell me. Because now he's getting what he didn't bargain for. We got to keep that same energy for women. Because if a man is with a woman, and he changes, and women say, well, that's not what she signed up for. Because, she didn't sign up for this, and she didn't sign up for that. I have to say it. I probably said it multiple times. I'm going to say it again. You see, as women, you have to take note of how you are treating your partner. He has feelings too. He has emotions too. Respect is the ultimate in a relationship. You can buy him nice gifts. You can even put it down in the bed. Listen, putting it down in the bed, it might give you a little bit more time in the relationship, but it won't keep him. Because he'll entertain that for a while because of that connection. But commit to you, love you, and stay with you, oh no. That ain't gonna do it. Because once a man doesn't have peace, he don't got nothing. Once he don't have respect from his girl who's supposed to respect him the most, the utmost, it's over. The relationship is over and you will lose him. Whether you lose him while he's still in the house or not. You will. You see, there's a thing like, I don't like to some people call it like a simp or a beta or whatever. I don't like to get into that because I think that's demeaning. But I'm going to say this. There are men who are strong in their masculinity and they don't beat to the drum of a woman, right? They do what they're going to do, what they say they're going to do, and nobody can't tell them or dictate to them. As a man, I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. And that's just it. You have other men who are raised in more of the societal standards that a woman's feelings are first, happy wife, a woman's emotions come before my own. And to me, it seemed that she was in the relationship for 10 years with a man who was like, happy wife, happy life. She's my wife, and she's my this, and she's my that. And, she's just a strong woman, and I have to take it, and I have to listen. And then she got with a man who she said is her equal, but who is actually a masculine man who knows who he is and knows what he's about and has so much self-respect that he's not going to allow you to treat him any kind of way that you want to. And she got that light shined right up on her and got put in a corner. And it's either you're going to show us what you're made of, either you're going to conform or you're going to fold. But you have to choose. You can't keep the ego and the masculinity and the boldness and can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't hold on to that and still be with this man. Because that's going to be a clash. Either you're going to conform, work on your ways, change your ways, do whatever it is that you got to do, bend, or you're going to fold. It's heartbreaking to me. Like, it makes me feel really bad when I see women who are in spaces with a man who can evoke that change out of them and it doesn't work. Or they fold. Because sometimes it's going to be a situation where they're going to have to live with that lesson forever. And not sometimes. Most of the time, they live with that lesson forever. Like, man, if I would have just done this, we would have stayed together. If I would have just done that. And then they spend their lives, trying to replace that man. Which never usually happens. But what does happen is that man teaches them the most valuable lesson and they end up evoking change. And I can guarantee that most of the time, whatever man they get with next, they get it right. If they get a man. If they get the opportunity to be in another relationship where somebody else takes them serious. If. That's a big if. Because a lot of women don't get the opportunity to be with nobody else to take them serious. This was their last shot. That's just being real. But if they get into the opportunity for somebody else to take them serious, they're going to keep note of all the things that he said they did. And they're going to be right now. Okay, let me not raise my voice. Let me not raise my tone. Let me not do this. Let me not. And to be honest, that new man has to thank this old man. Because he put in the work for her to be her best self. Even though he's not reaping the benefit of it. Women, we have to take note. Stop walking around think you the prize and these men don't matter. Oh, well, I'll just get another one. Girl. You with a man, he's good to you. You can always find him. He's supportive. He's a good leader. He telling you don't talk to him no kind of way. You better listen to him. You better take note. You better work on it. You better apologize when you're wrong. You better be accountable for your actions because you're going to be by yourself. This is my opinion. I would like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.